Well, hello guys, here Mr. G with another video for the grade 12. This time we're going to be solving question 4 from the mid-year diagnostic exam developed by Professor Rodriguez. This time is going to be a question about momentum and impulse, and the question states that a boy on rollerblades with his hands on a fully loaded trolley makes a 10-kilogram move at 5 meters per second west over a frictionless surface as shown in the sketch. So you note that here the boy and trolley are moving together. Okay, the boy now pushes the trolley so that he moves at 1 meters per second east after this push. The mass of the boy and his rollerblades is 45 kilograms. So in this picture, I'm going to add that the mass of this boy, and I'm going to call MB, is going to be equal to 45 kilograms, right? Now, this is happening before the boy push the trolley, okay? That is important to know. Now, what is happening after the boy is pushing the trolley? What is going to happen is that the trolley will move still to the west. Guys, I'm sorry for the picture. It's not very nice, but anyway, it's fine. The trolley is going to move to the west, and the boy is moving to the east with a velocity equal to, or speed equal to 1 meters per second in that specific direction. This is what is happening after. So this is after the boy pushes the ball. So here we can see before on the left hand side and what is happening after on the right hand side. Question 4.1, state the law of conservation of linear momentum in words. So this law of conservation of linear momentum states that the total linear momentum of an isolated system remains constant. In other words, it means that the total change in momentum, not mechanical energy, momentum, the total change in momentum is equal to 0. It does not change. That is what that law in actual fact stays there. Or we can say that the total initial momentum, let's write here, a total initial momentum must be equal to the total final momentum. This is the law of conservation of linear momentum, but this is happening in an isolated system, where isolated system very important. Okay, now question 4.2, calculate the velocity of the trolley immediately after the boy pushed it. So we have to calculate what is the velocity of this trolley final after the boy pushed it. We are going to apply that law of conservation of linear momentum to solve that one, and we're going to do it here. So we're going to start by saying that this one is 4.2. We're going to start by saying that the change in a linear momentum is equal to 0. You don't have to start from there. So you can, if you want, say that the total linear momentum initial must be equal to the total linear momentum final. What do we have here? What situation? What is the total initial and total final? This is the initial momentum of the trolley. I'm going to use that T for trolley, plus the initial momentum of the boy, and it's equal to final momentum of the trolley plus the final momentum of the boy. That is the starting point of the boy. Okay, you don't have to start from there if you don't want to. You must remember that momentum is going to be equal to the product of mass and velocity of the object. This is the definition of momentum, and is what we are going to substitute in each of those formulas there. So we have that the mass of the trolley multiplied by the initial velocity of the trolley, everything here is for trolley, plus the mass of the boy multiplied by the initial velocity of the boy is equal to the mass of the trolley multiplied by the final velocity of the trolley plus mass of the boy multiplied by the final velocity of the boy. And before we substitute the numerical value, we're going to go back here, and there is motion in two directions. So we are going to select what direction we want as positive. And in this case, because there is more motion to the left, we're going to take left as positive. In this case, it's west. So this direction here, which is west, is going to be the positive direction taking for us. All right, so the initial motion is going to be positive. The motion of the boy after he pushes is going to be -1. So be careful when you substitute there. So we are going to substitute everything we have for the trolley we have, which is 18 kilograms multiplied by the initial velocity of the trolley, which is the velocity that they were moving together, is 5 positive, plus the mass of the boy was going to be 45 kilograms. There we go, it's 45 kilograms multiplied by the initial velocity of the boy, which is also 5 because it's moving together with the trolley. This one is mass of the trolley is 18 multiplied by the final velocity of the trolley. We are looking for that one. This is for trolley, plus 45. And now this one is 1 meters per second, but it's in the opposite direction, and therefore must be used the symbol minus, as you can see there. Guys, the rest is calculation. But before we go on, know that on this side here, there is a common factor. You could do it previously if you want in the first step, but you don't have to. So you can calculate this as you please here. But we are going to say 5 bracket 18 plus 45. You do not have to do this. This is 18 final velocity of the trolley minus 45. When you solve this one, you get that is 315 equal to 18 final velocity of the trolley minus 45. When you rearrange this one, you will get that the final velocity of the trolley is equal to 315 plus 45 divided by 18, and that will give you the final velocity of the trolley. Then you get that the final velocity of the trolley is 20 meters per second. The answer is positive. Now let's go to the question. They said calculate the velocity. Velocity need direction. So we can leave it like this, but you know what? Let's make sure of that we get that mark, and we're going to say that the final velocity of the trolley is equal to 20 meters per second west. That is the final answer for this specific question. Is quite simple. Okay, let's go to question 4.3. During the pushing motion of the boy on the trolley experienced an impulse. Now, impulse. I want quickly to go to the definition of impulse, and you know what? Impulse is in the formulas, guys. I want you to know that in the formulas, this one here is impulse. That one is impulse there, guys. And symbol for impulse is letter J, and is equal to the product of net force multiplied by the time. This is the definition for impulse, and you can see it is right there. It is here. Okay? So it is in the formulas. I'm doing this one because we're going to need it now. So impulse, which is letter J for the symbol of impulse, is equal to F net multiplied by the time. That is the definition of impulse. It's a vector quantity. Now, how does the magnitude of impulse that the boy experienced compare to that of the trolley? Now, I want you to note something. This is an action-reaction pair when this boy pushes the trolley. Okay? The force is the same as well as the time. Therefore, the correct answer for the impulse is going to be the same or equal to in this case. So what we have to say here now to explain this one. First, you have to say that the force from the boy on the trolley is equal to the force from the trolley on the boy. And now this one you don't have to say it, but for you to remember, this one is Newton's third law. Alright, that is the first important thing you have to say. And the second is that the time is also the same. The time is the same. And that is the answer for question 4.3. Question 4.4, if the force exerted on the trolley lasts 0.4 seconds, so let's mark this data, this is the time. This is the time of duration. Calculate the force that the boy exerted on the trolley. Guys, we are going to use that formula there. So what we are going to look here for, or what we have. Note that we are looking for the force that was exerted on the trolley. All right, so we have to look at the data for the trolley. Okay, so we are going to write here data. What is the mass of the trolley? It is 18 kilograms. What is the initial speed or velocity of the trolley? That was 5 meters per second west. So we are going to take west as positive. Remember, you are allowed to use any direction as positive, okay? The final velocity of the trolley, we did calculate it just now, and it was also 20 meters per second. Everything is to the west, so all this is going to be a positive. We have the time which is given to us, and that is equal to 0.8 seconds. Sorry, 0.4 seconds. I don't know where the 8s come from. Is 0.4 seconds, and we're looking for the force. We're looking for the force right there. Okay, so we're going to the formula of impulse. And I did show you the formula, so I'm not going to go back to the formula. But we know impulse, which is letter J, is equal to net force multiplied by the time. Okay, this is the definition of impulse. But from here, guys, you also know that impulse there is going to be equal to the change in momentum. We are working for the trolley, so it's the change in momentum of the trolley. So if we substitute this one there, we have that the change in momentum is equal to net force multiplied by the time. And this formula is the one that you have in the formulas given to you in the exam, guys. Now, change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum. So in this case will be mass multiplied by the final velocity minus mass multiplied by the initial velocity. Let's not write the vector symbol there. F net multiplied by the time. Now here on this side you have a common factor, which is the mass. So mass here, bracket final velocity minus initial velocity is equal to F net multiplied by the time. Okay, guys, and all we have to do is to substitute the values we have. This one is 18, final velocity is 20, minus initial velocity is 5, equal to F net multiplied by the time, which is 0.4 seconds. So when you calculate this one and you substitute everything, you will get that the force here was equal to 675 Newton. Now they say calculate the force, and force have a direction. The answer is a positive answer, and therefore it means that the force is equal to 675 Newton. Positive means west for us here, you can see it, so it is to the west. And this is the answer of the question, and this is the answer of the question 4 and end of the video. However, alternatively you can use Newton's second law in terms of momentum straight. So you can say that net force is equal to change in momentum divided by change in time. This is Newton's second law in terms of momentum. This one is Newton's second law in terms of momentum. Alternatively, you could use that one straight on. And guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped. If it did help, please thumb up, subscribe for the channel. I'll see you next time. Mr. G here.